Hi, my friends. It's Corey. Welcome to the Diamond Painting Effect with Corey. Today it's another Stitch with me, and it's Wednesdays with Ava. Ava over at Stitch in the Interlake, and I are doing Winter in July. And today I'm going to work on I call it my Winter Bluebird. It is a cross stitch pattern that I got from VIP Cross Stitch. It's 11 count and it's a 40 by 50 centimeters. And back in March I got this and it cost at that time $10.68. It was for a product review. I started this on March 20th, and here are some pictures. First I'm going to show a picture of what it's supposed to look like when it's completed. And now I'll show you a picture of the front and the back of how much I've already completed on this pattern. I thought it was a very pretty, this is the thumbnail that's printed on the fabric. And I thought it was a beautiful picture, and I have enjoyed working on it. Up until now, there are some symbols that are difficult to read on here. It's a little bit frustrating. They're kind of smudgy, and so what I'm doing is I find a symbol that is very clear to me and I work on it, and sometimes that makes the other symbols pop out better. So that's how I'm working on it. Today I'm going to be working on this symbol right here. That's a greater than sign that is reddish color, and it's a pink. It's 3127, and it's a very light pink color. So that's what we'll be working on today. The winter picture or pattern or kit that I worked on this week was this. It's called Christmas Reindeer. It's a Joy Sunday cross stitch kit that I also got from VIP Cross Stitch, and I will stick some pictures in here of my progress so far, front and back. So the front you can see what I stitched, but the back shows better what has been completed. I've made some progress on it. I've completed 2 colors, and I'm working on my 3rd color to complete. This one I am working through it. That one I'm working color by color. This Winter Bluebird, I'm more or less working top to bottom, and I'm trying to complete the color that's on my thread as I go down. But as more is getting completed, I'm more trying to finish the colors now on this one. So we're going to work on this. This is a bit of I think this is kind of like the glow on the water of the picture is what I'm actually working on with this pink color. And so here we go. Okay, so how have you guys been doing? Are you working on something winter along with us? If you are, let me know what you're working on. I go over to Ava's Stitching on the Interlake on Facebook, and I can see your pictures over there. So I do have a Facebook page. That's the Diamond Painting Effect with Corey. I'm really bad at managing it. But it's there. If anybody wants to request to join that Facebook page, I'll go check on that from time to time, and I can, hopefully I can get that built up so that I'm better at managing it. But right now there's not that many people over there, and I forget about it, and so that's how that's going. If you heard some noises, that was my son. I have no idea why he bolted out of here. I guess he doesn't like listening to stitchy stuff. It's been nice having him here. It's been frantic having him being here. A bit Popsy. He is having somebody come deep clean his truck this morning, and that may be what happened. As they arrived, he's got all the stuff from his truck in my house, and that's no small feat. I can't believe what came out of that truck. As I told my brother when he came to visit yesterday, I said, Daniel's truck threw up all over my house. Because there's stuff everywhere. He's got these big, huge bins that he dumped a lot of stuff into, and I brought those in, and it didn't all fit in the bins, so it really is literally everywhere. It can be stashed, or it's not even stashed, it's just everywhere. If there's a place it could sit, there's some of Daniel's stuff, and I hope he doesn't end up leaving stuff behind he needs. But he has, oh, was I not in the picture? I am so sorry. So that's what we've been working on, getting his truck emptied out so it can have a deep clean and he can start fresh again. He has this cycle where he comes home, his truck gets very crowded with all the stuff he gets while he's out there, and then he comes home and leaves half of it here and goes out and gets more. Goes over the road, he finds out he did need something, so he'll buy it again. But it's hard living in a tiny space. I know. So I am trying to think if anything else has been going on. My brother, when he came yesterday, it was kind of fun. He had slides from that my dad had made, pictures he had took back in the Korean War. He was in the Navy. My dad was in the Navy, and he had pictures, and we went through it. He had some family photos of me as a baby, and there aren't that many pictures, but there were some. There's pictures of us, all of us, our family. My mom and dad had 7 of us, and my son's opening his soda pop, even though I'm recording.
Sorry, guys.
So it's anyway. I have totally lost my train of thought. Oh, pictures. Yes, we've watched pictures. We looked at slideshow. They're all on my brother's computer, and so we were able to cast them to the TV and look at them, watch them. And we needed to get some label between me, my sister, and him. We're trying to come up with labeling the pictures of what's what and what was going on. And of course, a lot of the Navy pictures we, couldn't do with any certainty, but some of our family pictures we're able to figure out. Some of them were at camping with reunion with extended family, and so we were able to put names to some faces of our extended family. And with 2 sets of twins, it was kind of hard to get some of the pictures accurate. That looks like that's an X instead of a greater than sign. I hope I didn't do another one that was an X. Let me pull this one up a little bit. Okay, I did that one right. So We got all these symbols that are red, and they're slashes and X's and greater thans, and they're all in the same area, and they're all the same color. That gets kind of confusing sometimes. So Ava has announced the theme for next month is going to be animals, and I haven't been through my patterns yet because I definitely want to try and use my stash, because this is a good way that we can go into our stash and pull out stuff that needs doing. So I don't know how many animals. I do have some bunny rabbits. I have some cats, and I have a lot of cats. That's apparently I love cats because there's a lot of cats in my stash. Let's see. Okay, down here is a greater than, but then there's a V over here, also in the same color. They did not want to make this easy on me. But I'm almost done with this strand of thread. I worked a little bit on my cat's bookshelf, Heaven and Earth design. I probably got about 200 stitches on that one. Not a lot of progress there. Most of my stitching, because I've been so busy, it's been easy to pull out my Christmas reindeer sampler for the winter. That one's just been the easy one to pull out and work on when I've had a moment or two to work on stitching. So not a whole lot of stitching since Monday. My son tried to kill me yesterday. He he decided that we needed to have ice cream, and ice cream and I don't get along very well together. But lately, I've been okay with it. I didn't get the words out, Corey. It makes me feel kind of off when I eat it. Lately when I've had the ice cream, I don't feel good, but I'm okay. Well, last night, for whatever reason, maybe it's because he added cake into the mix. Oh, we're not sticking to the diet, by the way. But I had ice cream and cake, and I made myself so sick, and it was awful, and there was nothing to do except wait it out, let some time go by, and hopefully I'd survive it. But Daniel is leaving tomorrow. Have you gotten a load yet, Daniel? Do you know? No loads?
No load yet.
So, but it's early yet to be worried about that. We did have plans to go out to the beach while Daniel was here, but it didn't happen. It just, the day that we had set aside to go do that, we were all so tired, and it's so funny. I'm glad somebody spoke up, but it turned out we were all doing it because that's what we had planned to do, and we didn't want to let everybody else down. So nobody said anything. I can't remember how that cat got out of the bag, but that's what we were all doing. It was kind of funny. We all wanted to go, but we were all so tired. And so we did not make it out there this time. Who knows? Maybe we'll have enough time tonight. But we can't. Chances are pretty good that Daniel will have a load really very early, that he'll need to get going in the morning. So we probably won't be out doing anything much. But I succumbed to the Adorn It. I've been doing the tailgate party with Adorn It, which is in embroidery patterns of pickup trucks with different themes for the month of each month of the year. Well, I finally succumbed to the other club that you get once a month, and it is called, I think it's called Keep on Truckin'. And that one is also pickup trucks with decorated themes for each month, only it's a sideways view of the truck instead of the back end of the truck. And I like it a lot better, but I'm not going to quit the other one because I think I'm 3/4 of the way through with that year. So I've gotten them. So I'm going to go ahead and get both of those. I got a Hirschner's catalog yesterday. Oh, there are so many cute Christmas cross stitches in it that I wish I could get them. There's just a lot. There's one that has there's a ton of ornaments in it. Just little cute motifs. Here, I'm going to pause it. Okay, I got the Hirschner's catalog out, and look at that. Look at all those cute little ornaments in there. And it's only $25 for the whole set. Anyway, and it's got a peppermint garland up here, and I thought that was a cute little table runner set. Anyway, I just had fun dreaming as I looked through this. This is the Hirschner's catalog. If you order from Hirschner's, you can start getting these little doodads catalogs too. I thought those were pretty too. They're greeting cards that you can cross stitch. So, anyway, there's a lot in there. I'll do one more stitch here, and then we'll end this thread. Oh, and let's see. We can't have a video without me having to rethread, just so I can end it. This is. Just going to back out of that and finish my thread. I try to go under some stitches here in the back. start another strand. mybobbin.com is a website that I've been looking a lot at. They have a lot of cute little patterns there. And most of them, I mean, you can get, there are a ton of them that under $5. And you can get those patterns instantly. You just download them. And so far I've been able to put them in my pattern keeper whenever I've ordered them. So that's been okay. We'll come back over here and do some stitching right here. And someone asked me how I do my thread. As far as I don't cut my thread. I do it how it is in the kit. However, whatever length it is, they are different lengths depending on the brand and maybe even the project. I don't cut them. I fold them in half and do the loop method, and that way I have 2 strands. Even though these kits call for 3 strands of thread, I just do 2. I did, when I've done some kits where I used the 3 strand and I just thought they're just too bulky. I didn't think the stitches looked good that way. As you can see, you can still see the background when I do the cross stitch. And so if that isn't for you, then you don't want to do it this way. But it has made doing the kits far easier. It makes it easier because it's not as bulky. It also makes it easier because I can use the 2 strands of thread and fold them in half. It makes it easier because I don't worry as much about running out of thread. And when it washes away, the kits that I have washed away have been fine. They look fine to me. It washes away the background, so the background, the dog come in to visit. Oh no, Freya. Oh, hold on. Problems in paradise. Freya just runs and jumps in my lap. She loves me so much. Anyway, so that's why I do 2 strands. I understand that that's probably not anybody else's choice, but it's what I'm gonna be doing. Probably if I ever wash one of these out and I'm very disappointed, then I might rethink it. But I don't like it when the X completely fills the area up, so it's just big and bulky. I like to be able to see the X's, and maybe that's from me. When I was growing up, I started out doing the stamped type cross stitches where the X's are like, beginner type projects, and you could see, the X's were there and you could see the X's, and so I like that look. So those are some of the reasons I do it. And it's kind of a shame that it does take so long to complete these kits, because like, I don't have a whole lot of experience with completing these bigger full coverage pieces, and so I may be sorry, but so far I haven't been. But I have been sorry that I used 3 strands. In fact, the one that I did the 3 strands on, I will probably never finish because I'm just not happy with it. So that's the story on my 2 strands, and I like being able to just fold it in half. As you go through and you pull out one strand at a time, when it gets close to the end, there's just the last 2 of the 6 strands on the piece of thread. A lot of times I will go ahead and just pull those last 2 out and do it really long, and do a pin stitch to begin my stitch. And I don't know why, that just seems to be my pattern. I'll go do the 4 strands of the 6, and I'll fold them in half and do the loop method, and then when it gets down to the last 2 strands, I'll just pull the 2 strands out and then do a pin stitch start for that one. That just seems to be how it rolls. Anyway, I know today's video has been rather, on my end, it's been tumultuous. A lot of interruptions starting and stopping, and I am sorry about that. But I did, hopefully we'll get this up, God willing, and we will have our Stitch With Me. You guys, please take care until I back again with another Stitch With Me. Take care. See you in the next one.